Let's say you know that there is a shortage of a raw material that's used in this particular item. And I want to go review how the vendor has been performing to the lead time that we have set in the system. What I want to do is go through our lead time analysis tool, and I can get there a couple of ways. First is I can go to planning again and go to lead time analysis, but I also want to show you how quick and easy it is to navigate around. And I know that there's a component of this finished good, so I want to go figure out what that component is. The first thing I'm going to do is click on the part number and go to supply chain visualization, which shows me the entire bill of material broken out. And if I go in and I add the on-hand inventory like we were looking at before, I want to take a look at it and say, well, maybe this particular item, I want to go choose this item and go look at lead time analysis. I can click on the item and I can go to lead time analysis. Now it's again going to bring in the item number and the specific branch that I chose back in that particular screen. I can look at supply, or I can look at demand. I can look at 6 months, 3 months, 12 months. I can pick multiple branches, as well as choose specific item groups if they're set up within the system. I can also filter by specific vendor to see how a vendor overall is performing. Again, I still have my favorites button that's up here on the top right, so I can add that in my landing page. So kind of go through this screen, you can see that I've got a couple of occurrences here, and the number of occurrences is one each, and my lead time ranged from 85 days to 93 days. Now you can see that information down here below. Lead time 85 days, 93 days, but then we also mirror that up against what the order size was. So we ordered 17,000 both times, and you can see that our range between 85 and 93 days. If I look down in the grid below, or before we get to the grid, let's look at this middle section. So our min value is 85, our average is 89 days, our max is 93. This is what our standard deviation is. What's our percentage of late? And what's our sample size? And then what's our total annual spend on this particular item, which is generally my forecast at anticipated demand multiplied by my cost. I can look at it. It's got an order number specifically, obviously links that will take me to a order number. I can click on the item number and go to the same screen, different tools, but the same screen that you've seen in other videos. If I click on the item number, it will take me to a PO line, and I can just hit the back button to take me back to this screen. I can see the date that I created the PO and ended the PO. Was it late? What was my demonstrated lead time? And late really stands to was my receipt after my PO date. My demonstrated lead time was 85 days. My standard or planning lead time was 60 days. So it is highlighted in yellow because, hey, we're not very good on that. We're some late. I can look at this particular item and demonstrated 90 days, and it was in red, and I can see that I planned against the 60-day lead time. If there's a lot of items in here, you can filter this down as well as download that information into an Excel file. So this is lead time analysis. This is very, very useful when you're trying to create a scorecard by vendor. All the information is readily within this screen. And we can also adjust the link and send that link out to a specific supplier, and they can access only this particular screen, but they would be able to come in here and look at their particular items. So that's another option that you may want to take into consideration as we're going through this.